Okay, we're going prospects. Here we go.
So I got some prospect stuff to touch on real quick. Not a full-on roundup or whatever, but a couple notable things to discuss.
Can I lead in with one? Because it's not even about the prospect necessarily. But Benak's already on a tear. That team is already sick.
This is where I was going immediately.
Okay, then do it. Go.
All right. Adam Benak, Brantford Bulldogs. Again, just real quick, another ridiculously. So this week, 2 games. Second star in both games. And a 5-0 win against Niagara, 1-1, plus 3 of 4 shots on net. Then on Friday night, they played Sarnia. 2 more goals, plus 2 with 3 more shots on net. He's up to 38 points in 13 games. And the Rich just got richer. So the Brantford Bulldogs are first in their conference.
I see what you did there. Hyman's.
Yeah, there you go. See? Brantford Bulldogs first in their division in the OHL. The next closest team, I believe, is I just looked at it. Barrie. They are 10 points behind Brantford. And today, the Brantford Bulldogs go ahead and make a big-time trade, bringing in Jet Luchenko from the Guelph Storm. It was for
how many 9-year-olds?
Well, here's the thing. Let me pull it up. I want to make sure I'm not messing up the actual trade here. If this would work, of course, it's not going to. Why would it? That would be nuts.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Let's see. All right. Brantford brings in Jet Luchenko from Guelph in exchange for Lane Gallagher. He's a 2008. He's middle sixer for them. Plays center, big boy. Decent chance to get drafted late rounds. But Lane Gallagher plus 2027 second round pick, which originally belonged to Kitchener, 2028 second round pick, which originally belonged to Sudbury, 2029 third round pick, which is their own, and then the 2029 fifth round pick, which was originally Brampton. So all in all, you get another premier center in this league. For like, as far as like when we've talked about like blockbuster trades in the CHL, there's usually like multiple firsts, multiple seconds, like couple prospects. It's like a ridiculous. The haul is always fucking hilarious, especially considering the fact that there's like 15 rounds in their draft. So like there'd be like 8 first round picks, 7 second round picks. And it just like goes on to like and 4 13th round picks. You're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? But I mean, it's ridiculous that they just bring in this guy. Probably a slide right into that second line. We'll see if they like slide Malhotra to the wing or something. But I think Luchenko's got 17 points in 11 or 12 games this year in the OHL so far. He's just going to be dishing. So this team is ridiculous. Like, they've also got Adam Jiricek on their back end, who's like...
I did not even realize they had Jiricek.
Yeah, they've got Adam Jiricek. Who is also just torching the OHL right now. He's like over 1.5 points per game. Like, they were already probably by far and away the best team in the OHL, and like they just bring in one of the best centers in the league who is just going to just somehow give them even more goals. They've yet to lose in regulation. Like, this team is just like insane. I said this last week. If you have the opportunity to watch the Brantford Bulldogs, the OHL, it is must watch TV, like night in, night out, and it's incredible. So the fact they just bring in Jet Luchenko, that's absolutely insane.
They're not going to lose many guys for World Junior, right? I can't imagine.
Probably like
Benak,
Jake O'Brien.
You think O'Brien's going? Everything I've heard is he's not.
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Then I guess
that's just from like a prominent Wheeler. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I guess because I mean we'll see. It's gonna. I mean, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do?
Canada is going to come down to how many kids get like loaned out from the NHL. If absolutely zero of the ones that they're hoping for do, then maybe O'Brien has a chance.
Right. I just have to read off, by the way, some of the fucking Brantford Bulldogs stats from the season. 23 games, 18 wins, 0 regulation losses, 4 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss. They've scored 119 goals. They've given up 59. The next closest team as far as goals scored is Ottawa with 92. Like, they're their power play is clicking at 41%. Dude, like it is unbelievable what they're doing right now. It's incredible to watch. They're so fun.
Oh, so you said they're easily the best in the OHL. Is there anyone in the other two leagues that's like in the same territory? Or are they the clear front runner for the Mem Cup?
I mean, right now, I'd say they're probably Mem Cup. I'd have to think with the WHL. I've watched less WHL this year than usual. But I mean, like, even the OHL, like, I put them a leg up pretty much at everyone, but like Windsor's right there behind them. But I mean, top to bottom, it's going to be tough to match up with Brantford either way. But yeah, but it's just when I saw they were bringing in Luchank, I was like, that's going to be an insane haul, and it was surprisingly only 4 picks, no first rounders. So God, they're going to be very fun to watch. But anyways, that was part of bringing up Adam Benak, who again just continuing to torch. Very, very fun player to watch.
We will get into this. Oh, a great question from Cosgrove. Maybe we'll get into that more with the Gophers, as well as this question too. But I kind of just want to preface and get your immediate reaction. Which player do you think is better today, Benak or Mooney?
I mean, I think LJ's probably got more just like raw upside as far as like pure talent goes. Benak plays a more like translatable game overall, but like is as far as like raw skill goes and upside isn't like that far off. But I think LJ Mooney and like some of the plays he was making this week, which again, when we talk about the Penn State Minnesota series, we'll talk more about him because he was just like, it felt like every time he touched the puck, he was going Sports Center top 10 mode. Some of the fucking plays he's making was just a joke. But yeah, we'll talk about him more when we get there. But yeah, it's an interesting, just because again, you look at like the high upside smaller players that like have to, if they get to the league and like can hit some of their potential, they're going to be very fun players. So pretty much also just like had very similar conversations about the two of them in their draft year, but we'll see. We will see what happens. And again, I'm just going to say the same thing I say every week. Lirim Amidovski, just skyrocketing as far as like favorite prospects to watch. He's running around like a fucking Scud missile, firing shots on net. He's now up to 79 shots just on goal in 21 games this year. Like including the other day, he had like 9 shot attempts in like the second period alone. But he scored again this week, so he's up to 8 goals, 13 points in 21 games. Again, North Bay's like right around that 500 mark, and he's very noticeable every time that he steps on the ice for multiple reasons. So he's very fun to watch. And that was really just the CHL stuff I want to touch on. And then real quick before we go to Penn State, Minnesota, and like the college hockey in general, or I guess starting there, but before we get to Penn State, Minnesota, Charlie Strayhorn, Michigan State. First time they got swept. Wisconsin takes them down 5-4 on Friday.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing that can happen for Chuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, he adds an assist in that one, +2. He had his guy. So that's fine. You know, he can't do anything wrong in my eyes. And then Saturday, it was an insane game, 2-1 loss against Wisconsin. Actually, Strable knocks a puck free below the goal line, and Porter Martone just like quick hands goes upstairs to tie it with less than a minute left, and then obviously Wisconsin but in OT wins it. So a 2-1 loss in OT to Wisconsin for Michigan State. But either way, Strable adds 2 more assists again, +2 on Friday. So he's up to 15 points in 12 games this year. Still winning faceoffs and just looking really good. And a lot of nights looking like one of the better players in college hockey this year. So always fun to watch. But let's go to
we got to do one more college. We got to do one more college because we've had several people on the YouTube channel commenting and asking about the progress for Ryder Ritchie.
Yeah, Ryder Ritchie, it's in a weird spot. BU's struggling right now. They lost 3-2 on Friday Northeastern. Ritchie chipped in 1 assist, 4 shots on net, and then Saturday was a 4-3 overtime win against Northeastern. Couple shots on net. It's kind of touch and go with Ritchie right now. I mean, like I think Eiserman is back, which is good. That's like helping them like at least get some more scoring up front. But there are some games where like he stands out. He's been clearly frustrated in a few games as well. Like he's a lot of times just going back to the bench, slamming his stick, taking a couple bad penalties. But I mean, the flashes are there. Specifically on Friday, there were a couple of shifts where he was just dicing. Specifically, right? I think he drew the power play in overtime on Friday, and like the play that he made on it, if they had scored, it would have been one of the assists of the season. Just taking it out front, doing a loop around the net, shake and bake, dusting guys off. And then find someone back door while getting hooked. So it's just a really nice play. So you see the flashes. It's just we want to see more consistency, obviously. And B is just really weird spot right now. They're not as good as anyone really thought they were going to be. A couple of really bad losses. But again, hopefully with Eiserman coming back, they're going to be able to sort out the lines a little bit more again. Get back to winning games. But I'd say flashes, just a little bit inconsistent, and then just like a young kid adjusting to college hockey anyways from the CHL. You see the flashes in there, but either way, plenty good. But
he's definitely not the worst Medicine Hat Tiger playing college hockey.
Yeah.